Oh, coming in hot, shit. Dude, you're looking jacked today.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying to live the Casey lifestyle, man. I'm trying to do
Dude,
my
but
thing.
hit me one time. There we go. Look at that, dude. Let's go.
Oh my God.
What'd you do? Did you do a little workout today? Get the chinch energy going for the 4th of July?
Work out in the morning, sweat at it. It's so hot out here, dude. It's like 90 degrees here. It's beautiful. It was supposed to rain this whole weekend. It hasn't rained yet. Knock on wood. It's
That's
like
great. It's raining here in the Cape, but it's kind of nice. There's a night like those little. We just got done with a little parade, which is cool. And
I saw the video. So your son was in the parade.
Yeah, well, the Orleans baseball team was in the parade on the flatbread. So Jake comes flying by, his buddy Johnny, good people. And Sarah's like, I posted a video. You got to check it out. You can hear Sarah go, Jake Casey, kind of kidding.
Yeah.
Dude, one of his teammates fires one of those Tootsie things. Bam! Ricochets off Sarah's head.
Oh, no.
So good, dude. It was so good. She's like, hey, and she's like, rockets off her head. It's mayhem. So
no.
good.
Everybody's
so
okay,
good.
though, right? Everybody's physically okay?
Yeah. It's good. Dude, come on in. Johnny, come here.
Yeah.
Jake,
What we got here? Let's go.
Come on, let's go. You guys come in on the podcast. Bring it in.
Yes,
All right, here we go. All right.
Wow, look at these handsome fellas.
Johnny Olmstead, USC third baseman, about to get drafted.
Yes.
Yeah, and then Jake.
Look at you guys. Look at this. First of all, you guys look like twins now. And I just realized a little bit that the Casey family kind of has a little Seth MacFarlane in them. You guys have a little resemblance. He's a handsome guy. Yeah.
That's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, that's good take. That's a good take.
All right, what do you guys got going on? Case, do your interview. You got the kids here. This is amazing.
Well, dude, you know what? Let's talk a little Cape Cod for a second.
Let's go.
Let's do that.
Let's do
Johnny's
it.
on fire. Johnny's on fire right now. He's had, dude, a couple good swings yesterday.
Thank you.
The scout comes to the game, sees that ball popped up first time. He goes, "Nice barrel." Right?
Yeah,
Seriously, big league pop up. How's it been for you guys, the Cape? What's been cool? What's been it's been kind of fun watching you guys for a couple of days, but what's been like has there been a big adjustment with the wood bats? Who's some of the best pitchers you face? And what's been your time like? I know you guys are rooming together, and it's Johnny's from the West Coast, but dude, he's a surfer.
All right.
We had a cool conversation yesterday. Dude, out there, kids, they wake up in the morning, they bike to the ocean, and they surf.
Oh, I love it.
When you and I are we don't even know what we do on the East Coast. These guys are surfing. It's like they're 6.
So sick.
3 years old. Their dad's out, let's go surfing. And they'll play baseball on the side.
Love it.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So talk about that a little bit. What's it like being out here on the East Coast?
Yeah.
Is it different for you?
Yeah, it's a little bit different, but it's still pretty cool. Definitely different kind of beach vibe than back home, but to be by the ocean. I always like being by the ocean. Chose the state of California to go to school, so it's been pretty fun to be out here. It's been a good time. Living with Jake's been awesome. It's been a lot of fun. Half the battle in summer ball is having a good host family and having a good roommate, and I got lucky with both. So
nice.
It's been fun, and adjustments with wood bats and stuff. Just putting a new stick in your hand. Whenever there's a new stick in your hand, you got to get used to it for a little bit. After swinging one bat for the last 3 years.
He's been using Marucci's too.
I'm used to Jake.
Do you guys find that picking up the wood bat makes you concentrate a little more? I always thought that when I was in college. Like you got to barrel it better, right? Than everything else.
Yeah, for sure, in a way.
You definitely kind of notice all right, I gotta get good wood on this thing. You can't muscle as much stuff through the infield or anything. If you're getting jammed, that thing's exploding in your hands. It's being able to muscle it over the shortstop head or something.
It's letting you know.
Yeah,
it's letting you know. Jakey, what about you, brother? What have you enjoyed about and obviously your host family's been great. And what have you enjoyed about your time at Cape so far?
I think just all the guys are super cool. Just being able to play with all the guys from different schools. A lot of guys on the West Coast, and then a lot of really good players from mid majors on the East Coast, and just seeing how they work, seeing how they play. And just being able to pick their brains is pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that's been
a lot better.
That's been the most fun. Jake and I, and then a couple other guys like Derek Clark and Sammy from Bandy.
Yeah.
We've been hanging out and just talking shop late at night, which I think it's always fun. They're 2 pitchers, and we always think it's fun. Pick the pitchers. See what they're doing, to see what they're thinking. They can learn from us. It's fun. It's fun to get inside the pitcher's brains a little bit and see how they're trying to attack guys and what they see. we following straight back, like what they're thinking on what they're going to go to next. To see how they're working.
Obviously, these are the best players in the country here in the Cape. Who are like a couple guys you faced that you're like, that guy's definitely getting drafted next year?
That guy from Iowa.
The Iowa kid.
97, 94, 97, he was good.
Yeah. Apparently he can run it up to 102.
Yeah, he feels like he's perfectly up to 102, but he was like 5'7", 6'7".
With like a 85 to 87 mile an hour.
Really?
Yeah, that's a good pitch. I went into that AB looking for the 97 over the ditch, and I got 4 straight bangers.
4 straight bangers.
See you later. Go sit down.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah. You guys are from such a different generation, because we talk all the time on the show about how like it was 94, 95 like 10 years ago, and now everybody is gearing up. But if you guys have your mechanics right, you think, you don't care how fast it's coming, right? It just hurts with the breaking balls and stuff a little more, I guess.
Yeah, I think once you get used to seeing 94 every day, it becomes normal. It becomes the normal, and it's as hard as it is to say. Yeah. But I think your eyes get used to it for sure.
Yeah, you start adjusting as you start to see it every day. I mean, out here, pretty much every guy that comes out of the pen or something is mid nines. And if they're not mid nines, then they've got a 3 or 4 pitch mix.
One or the other.
So it's been cool though, being out here playing against some of the best players in the country, and trying to find some success.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Johnny's, when the draft's coming up a little later now. When I was here, and not too long ago, when the draft just started being right at the All-Star break, it used to be guys come out for a couple weeks maybe, and then boom, they're heading out to the draft, or guys are getting drafted out in Omaha. When Omaha was going on, that's when guys were still getting drafted chance when we were playing. But now, like, the draft's in a couple of weeks, so Johnny's out here and, looking to slot into, those first, we say probably top 7 rounds, maybe 5 to 10 maybe you're looking
at. Yeah, probably a day 3. But I could sneak into late day 2 possibly.
Hey, dude,
be cool.
And coming out here to the Cape and doing well, it doesn't hurt your stock.
No. doesn't hurt.
That's so awesome. Jake, I got a question for you, man, because I get every single time that a ball goes over the fence that Jay Casey hit, it goes directly to my phone from Sean, which I love. So, first of all, I keep saying you got a little Griffey and a little Cano in your movement, but my biggest question is, when you really catch one, dude, you got this little kind of like this like little lean back, little mini Sammy Sosa, but not on purpose. I keep telling your dad, I'm like, I don't think that's on purpose. I think that's just resettling the body. But have you noticed that happens to you when you really catch one? Because
when I like get a hold of one, it's always like, I have that one hand finish, and like, I don't know, I just like stand straight up usually after I hit it, and then I just like kind of drop the bat naturally.
It looks sharp, dude.
You just get it, and you gotta just like not pimp it, but like naturally your brain just like, oh shit.
Dude, in this generation, bro, it's like, in our generation, was you hit it and you run or someone's wearing it. This generation, you hit it. Well, now in the big leagues, dudes are hitting it, yelling to the dugout, tearing the bat,
throw it into the stands and shit.
Dancing on the way to home.
Oh my God, yes, I saw that the other day. That was unbelievable. That was like fully choreographed. It was amazing. I don't mind it.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, it's incredible. It's incredible. So these guys are having fun. They just came over for a little breakfast. Who doesn't like a nice fresh meal? Although their host mom, Robin, basically they go to it's like one of the best restaurants in the Orleans area. Guys are going home like she's making like shepherd pie for them,
nice.
steaks. Last night she's like, if you guys want to come over, I have some sausage and peppers just waiting for you. I was like, I want to come over.
So cool. It's so cool you guys are out there doing that. First of all, the Cape Cod League is like, that's like, I don't know. It's almost like fantasy. It's something we all, when you're a kid growing up, you're like, wow, the Cape Cod League. So are you guys feeling that? Is it everything that you thought it would be and maybe even more, like from what you knew about it when you were kids and when you were trying to get there?
Yeah, I think, especially once you start getting into college and stuff, that's the place you want to be in the summer. You want to, there's definitely a couple places where you're like, damn, I'm going to the woods. And you're not as fucked up about it.
Nice.
But when you get to college, you're able to come out here. I think that it kind of sinks in a little bit. You're like, all right, like, and it's cool. Like when you walk into the locker room, and I was talking to my dad about this when I first came up here, and I just said the coolest part about it all is just being around so many people who are elite at what they do.
Yeah.
Right.
And everyone's out here for a reason. Everyone's good enough. Everyone's proved that they should be out here, and that's why they're here. And just being around a bunch of guys that are, on the upper end of what we do at our level is really cool. And being able to talk to them, get in the cage with them, a lot of good hitters out here, and being able to just, learn, get better from the guys around you, I think is the best part about it all, is just being around all these guys, making those friendships. And after being out here, you'll have friends in all corners of the country that you can call up and be like, hey.
That's what I said. I was telling Jake, I was like, you better take Johnny up on learn how to surf and get out to it.
There you go.
You gotta know somebody.
Yeah, and you got some legendary coaches out there. Legendary coaches. Who got 400 wins last night, Case?
Yeah. Kelly Nicholson, Skip. We call him Skip. Yeah, he's a really good coach. He's just a really nice guy, and he just emphasizes respecting the game, and he does it openly, but we love it. I love him for it.
Dude, I love when Kelly, his first thing was basically what we talked about, the pimping stuff. You don't see that on this team. You see kind of like an old school vibe. Like no one's shooting guns and flipping bats. They're playing it tight, playing it right, like kind of how we did. Dude. Like I said, it's a new generation. We sound like old heads saying that, but when you watch Kelly Nicholson's 400th win last night in the Cape, first off, there was about 3,000 people. Must have been 3,000 people in the game last night.
I saw the video. It's great.
I mean, the hill's packed. It's packed on the one side. It's unbelievable, dude. It's phenomenal. So for these kids just to have these experiences is just I literally was sitting there last night going, this is really cool.
For the dads too, man. I'm looking at the smile on your face right now. You're with your boys right here, chilling out and getting to watch some baseball in the summer, dude. I love you. I love it for you guys. I'm so proud of you guys. Jake, I'm so proud of you, man. Just knowing you for all. I knew Jake since he was shorter than me, and now he's twice the size of me. So I have a rooting interest in this.
So good. How organic is this too? We started the podcast and then these guys roll up for breakfast.
Perfect timing. Wait, so is Dad getting what is it? 3 eggs over medium and overcooked bacon? Is that what you're getting, Sean, today?
Oh yeah. No, we got a little flame out. What do we have, Sarah?
We have some filet. We have some sausage from the local.
Filet mignon, sausage, and some eggs. You want to be here, don't you?
Wowzer!
Who doesn't want that?
I love it.
These kids are the most two spoiled kids on the Cape.
We are. We get stuff involved.
That's great. Did they know the story about how you used to go into a freezer and you had to work like a maniac when you played in the Cape?
Yeah, dude. These guys are waking up at 11, going to freaking get coffee. Then they're going to it's incredible. I'm at the Stop and Shop at 7 a.m. grinding with 8 women in the freezer stocking bagels and muffins. These kids are like, hey, can we come over for a flavor, John? 3 eggs over medium.
I love it. All right, keep kicking ass, fellas. Keep kicking ass. It's so nice to meet you, brother. I'm rooting for you now.
You too.
And
all right, boys.
All right,
thank you. I'll see you in a second.
See you.
All right.
Sounds good. Have a good one.
How proud are you, man?
Here we go, bro.
How proud are you?
Right there.
How proud are you right now? Look at your face. Your cheeks are gonna hurt from leaving this weekend. I love it, dude. I love it for you. I love it for him. These dudes work so hard. They work so hard, and they deserve this experience. So I'm so proud of them, and I'm so proud of you for being a good dad to get them in this position. It's awesome.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, no, it's cool, man.
You got a great Cape Cod hat, by the way, too. Go ahead.
I know. Dude, I got so much Cape Cod gear. I bought 3 sweatshirts last night, but I got some for my daughter and the kids and stuff. So just a cool place, man. Some really good. There's this one kid too. I want to talk about this one kid.
Go for it.
What is it? Joichiro Oyama. Joichiro Oyama, dude. This kid is from Japan. Came out to UC Irvine from Japan because he's legit. Played at UC Irvine. So I don't think he's been back to Japan in 2 years, right? He hasn't talked to his parents in 6 months.
Yeah.
Speaks pretty good English.
Yeah, he's learned a lot.
Learned a lot of English too. This kid is like the Japanese style of baseball. Walks more than he punches out. Just a tough out. He's gonna grow. Like last night, tough lefty got through him, pretty good slider first at bat. Got a bat on, soft liner to second. Another lefty comes in, rocket to right.
Yeah.
Good little player, dude. He's hitting like 360, 365.
Does he have the swing? Is his swing like the Ichiro Ohtani swing? Like you're talking about the pull-off thing?
Totally, dude. It's more like a kind of going, and then you're using your hands. Really handsy. But dude, his name's Joe Ichiro after Ichiro. His name is Joe Ichiro. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Man.
No pressure.
Cool.
No pressure there on that one.
No pressure. But this kid, you're going to see this kid in the big leagues one day. I really believe that.
That's very cool.
Really believe that. So,
hey, man.
It's fun seeing that. So, what else we got, bro?
Well, let's stay. I'll do one Debbie Downer thing. And then, you know what? I think we're going to save the All-Star thing again for tomorrow because this is a bigger story.
Right, perfect.
Yeah. You got eggs cooking, man. I can smell them from through my TV. So
they're delicious. I smell
dude,
them.
we got to talk about, though, Trout. It's so frustrating. Trout.
Yeah.
He felt something in his wrist. Did you see the swing, Sean?
I didn't see it. So wait, did he get taken out in the at-bat?
In the at-bat, he was 2 for 3. And the biggest shame about this is, he started slow. He wasn't having a Trout season. Still, I mean, he's got 18 homers, 14 doubles, and 44 RBIs in 81 games, which is pretty good for most human beings, but he's superhuman, right? But over the past 15 games, his slash line was 333, 438, and 648. And he's had 4 homers, 3 doubles, and 7 RBIs. So he's freaking out. He's freaking out because he actually said it. He was very, very open about it last night. He's like, I've never hurt a wrist. He's like, I just know something's hurt in there. And he's freaking out. Everybody's nervous, of course. They have depth and whatever. But if there's anything, is hopefully, if it's not too bad, just shut him down right now, get through the All-Star break, and you get an extra 3 or 4 days. But you can't lose.
Well, obviously they already have the MRI. They know what's going on. I've had wrists happen before. Now, I've had wrists where I'm like, what is that? I've had a cortisone put in like, hey, man, you got a cortisone. I remember in 99, we're going out to play the Astros. It's the end of the year, September. Like, we're right in the hunt. We're 1-2. And I remember going to Dr. Kremtek, hey, I got something. I just took a swing today. My wrist is really jacked up, swollen. So he put a cortisone in there. Bam, it got better. So that was one time I was okay. Then there's the other time I tore all the cartilage in my wrist on a check swing. 9 weeks. So it kind of could go either way. It's one of those things where it could go either way. So hopefully this is something that's minor.
Right.
And because, dude, there's a lot of force in those swings, a lot of force in the hands. So
especially when you have the fastest. There. I mean, he also has one of the fastest bats maybe in history of baseball.
Right.
So there's a lot of torque. There's a lot of fast twitch things happening. I'm looking at the pitch right now on the loop. So he's a righty. It is his
left wrist, right?
Left wrist. So it was his bottom wrist on a ball. It looked like he was all over this pitch. He fouled it straight back. He was a little late. So, all right, let's do this real quick. So it's his left wrist as a righty. What's the problem there? What are you losing there? What do you got to get back there? It's
your guide hand. It's your guide hand. For him being a righty, his really the coordination's on his right hand. So that's the power hand. His left hand's the guide hand. So, which is everything, kind of drops the barrel in. So, listen, man, anytime you get something wrong with your wrist or your hands, those are your weapons. So you really don't want that to happen. So hopefully he's okay, man. Hopefully it's, like you said, maybe it's something where he's out now till the All-Star break and maybe it comes back quickly afterwards. But that's the hopefully best case scenario.
Yeah. Because imagine if he's down, okay, let's just say, I'm just going to bring this up because it's going to be brought up. Let's just say, he's going to be out 2 months. Then what are you going to start hearing again? And they go in a tank a little?
Right.
Trade Ohtani. Yeah. You don't want to hear that.
Yeah, right. Dude, you right now you want to see you really want to see them win ball games because you'd like to see Ohtani with the Angels in the postseason with Trout. You don't want to see them kind of go backwards right here because Trout means a ton to that team.
Yeah, and they're only 6 games out of the division, and they're in the wild card hunt. So you just hope he gets back. You want the best players playing. You just want the best players playing.
You want the best players playing, exactly. And we haven't seen Trout in the postseason really, so we'd like to see him there.
Yeah. All right. Well,
hopefully he's okay.
Hopefully he's okay. Will you get back to the smile on Sean Casey's face today? It's so exciting to me. I can just beaming with pride, and you should be because these dudes. These kids you're hanging out with, man, they're good people, and I love them, and I'm so glad I got to talk to those dudes.
You know what's cool, too, bro? Like, seeing Johnny and Jake, like, the friendship they're developing. Like, a couple of months ago, I had lunch with Pete Stiletti, who was the Princeton catcher when I was in the Cape. Dude, guy met in the Cape summer. We still keep in touch. So, just cool.
Dude, Lambuski moved 2 doors down from you and shows up at your house when you don't even ask. That's how close a friendship can be. That's how close a bond can be of college baseball.
Exactly, dude. Right? Exactly. The big Lambuski. He'll be back soon when the NFL starts.
Yes, he will. All right, man. Well, go enjoy the rest of your day. Say
Yeah,
hey,
happy
boys. Tell
4th.
them thanks for coming on. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I will, dude. I will. Happy 4th to everybody out there, and happy 4th to you, Chich. Get those guns going out there. That nice Richard Vincent Chinchimino tan going. Let's go, baby. A couple Polish sausages. Have Jess cook up some meat and not eat any of it on 4th of July.
Yes,
Let's go.
Yes, exactly what's gonna happen. Veggie burgers, and I'm gonna have a steak this big, like a brontosaurus.
Yeah, let's go, man.
Nice.
All right,
All right,
brother.
guys.
Love you, buddy.
Love you. See you.
Thanks for listening, everybody. See you tomorrow.